Hi, episode 22 and 23. And before we start, I started writing all this stuff, and I'm really not happy with the way I reviewed the previous episode because, well, I'm simply not happy with it. I don't think it's a good content. I'm sorry if you've been watching it. I could redo it, but the thing is, it is partial reaction. I want to have my raw reaction. I know I'm not recording reaction, or something happens and I'm like, ooh! But I just go out after watching and start recording, usually immediately. Sometimes it's a bit later, and I don't know what will happen next, so I like to keep this part. But because it kind of sucks in other times of review, I was thinking, yeah, maybe after I end it, and I will rewatch the whole series because it's pretty cool, and try to do a deep dive analysis, trying to dissect why something is cool, why something is good, trying to not be what I feel, but what I think in terms of why I think it is good writing, because I'm really passionate about storytelling, and maybe it could be a good exercise for me to try to learn more, to try to analyze more, to get better, and maybe I could explain something in a cool way to people. And actually, I'll probably need to put much more into those videos rather than just turn on the camera and start talking. So because of that, I'm not sure whether I will end up doing it, but it would be really cool if I did. Back to the episodes, because right now I have much more to tell you, because oh man, they're happening a lot, and I still don't know the names, which I should have known. And give me a sec then. How do I pause a video? That's a good question. Well, maybe I won't pause the video. Okay, I should know the names. I don't know. Let's say that we have Shadow Summoner, Itadori, and the Voodoo Girl. Those are our three heroes for the day. And for the final episode, I will get to know the names. But about Itadori, about our Shadow Summoner. Because Shadow Summoner, man, he got a lot of development here. And he is strong as so, especially on the 20s. And I have a lot of questions. Because at the end, he snapped. Also, I really like the part that he is as strong as Itadori. Or, I don't know, they're both just powerhouses. I don't know who is stronger, it doesn't matter. But they both are powerhouses and they both can handle themselves well. But I don't know what happened what did happen at the end? Because he snapped and he went insane? Does he have a different entity in himself and it just took control? Because it was so out of character the way he laughed inside I didn't know what was happening. I felt, I don't know what happened, because that wasn't the Shadow Summoner that I knew throughout the 22 episodes before. That was someone else. He's been swapped. And I'm really curious about what happened. Is this literally him going insane because of this power? Is this I know he let loose of his emotions? Is this his true self that he was hiding and he was trying to be composed? And maybe because we saw that he was beating up those guys, maybe that is the way when maybe he looked the same when he beat up those guys and he was just trying to control himself and he just let loose of his real self. Or maybe he just went insane because of the powers, because they have such an effect on him, and that is why the Demon Lord is interested in him, because he knows that he can be corrupted by those powers. Or maybe he has an entirely different entity that is really powerful in him, the same as the Demon Lord, and Demon Lord would like to, for him to be corrupted by this entity and get in, form a coalition, form a team, whatever. There are so many questions. I am so excited to find out what is true. The other parts, I don't know, because the villains released those 2 out of 3, I assume, because I saw how they released the one, this green one with 2 faces and one talking. I don't know, does there even, yeah, they probably have a name, but I don't know what are the names. And there is this second one, weird one, with back problem, let's say. And he called the first one brother, so I assume he's the other one out of 3. And I wonder where is the third one, because I assume they are probably on the same level, so it would be weird not to use all 3 of them, because if they can be the 2 at the time, then why would be single one of them if they are all on similar level be of any use? Like he's already weak in comparison to our plans. I don't know. There are a lot of questions. But yeah, both episodes were mostly Shadow Summoner centered. The whole mystery was quite cool with the Uso. They die after this time and everything. I mean, I still don't know if this thing under the bridge that I fought is the reason for those deaths, because it seemed weirdly unconnected. I mean, I don't know, like, I didn't get really well how actually the killing works. Is it like they get it was planted in them and it activated, or did it go there? Because he sits under this bridge the whole time, I guess. So I think maybe something else is killing those people, and his sister still isn't safe. I don't know. Also, the janitor seems kinda a villain. I don't know if he is a villain, but he got those villainous aura around him. Like he was the one pulling the strings and killing those students because they were a trouble for him back then. I think he has a double life. I think he could be the villain here. Or maybe I'm talking complete gibberish. That's also an option. Not opportunity, an option. What else? Yeah, also because the intro, I am watching, because I was skipping the intro a lot of times, but I've been watching it. It's really cool that there is a Gojo in the rain scene in the intro, and he just stops the water droplets so he doesn't get wet, with infinity power. Also, I thought he was playing the guitar at the end of the intro, and now I know it's Gramps, it's the grandpa. I mean, I knew it a few episodes before, but I haven't mentioned it. I mean, there's a lot, exactly, because there's a lot of stuff in the previous episodes that I haven't mentioned, I haven't talked about, and I would love to talk about them. But it would be weird for me to now go back to it. Maybe I could do like some extra after I watch the whole first season, but I think that making this deeper analysis would be really cool opportunity to talk about this stuff. But for those two episodes I've watched right now, man, Shadow Summoner is cool, he's strong, he's powerful. This fight scene was amazing. This fight scene was crazy. The way he beat the, I don't know, Demon Lord Finger owner, temporary owner. The way he beat this powerful curse, that's the good word, was so cool. I mean, in general, the animation, the fights are so good in the series. It's since the beginning, but there are certain moments in a lot of fights, like the movements. Maybe I will try to talk more about it in the analysis, but like the movement is so smooth. The camera, there are some scenes where I'm not sure exactly what is happening, but I got the movement. It is good to look for my eyes. I don't know. What else? I hope that in the final we'll have a lot of things explained and a lot of things go down. I hope that those two weird brothers will be beaten up in like first 3 minutes, because I want some better stuff for the final episodes. Oh, and also other cool thing is that, because that was cool and I haven't mentioned it, and that is quite relevant, because that is like 2 episodes back, so I guess it's still quite relevant. Where Itadori used those black aura punch, I know it was a different name, but and our alternative Kunikida talked about that his record was 4, and that is really strong and everything, and Itadori pulled out a 4 in a row and showed that he's actually quite as strong as Kunikida at this point. And Kunikida is quite strong, He got his morals, he got his ideals. But now, I guess that is it for this review. Yeah, I know, I always end it like, I'm talking, and it seems like I will be talking much more, but I'm like, no, I think that's all. So yeah, I think that's all. Bye, thanks for watching.